Yo, 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 welcome everyone, Sanjay Chia here. So, as most of you already know, Tower of God is basically done at this point, has been for the last 2 weeks or so. But we're starting a new anime, God of High School, another Korean BS manhwa that has finally made its way to animated form, courtesy of the partnership with Crunchyroll. So, yeah, I guess Crunchyroll is on a roll. Okay, that was stupid. But yeah, welcome to the channel, guys. Today we'll be reacting to the first episode of Tower of God. Of course, I'll be reacting, giving my impressions, the usual jazz and blues. So if you like the content, just be sure to leave a like, a comment, let me know what you think and your expectations for the series. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so more like I'll skip to this section once I'm cutting it and editing, but I'll just say the opening definitely have a vibe. Trust me, definitely have a vibe. That's all I'll say. Alright, the box story. Man, that's that dojutsu, that Naruto. Maybe this guy should be in Naruto, dog. Clearly, clearly he has an eye technique. The high school gun. Yeah, yo. Shadow. Yo, we know what that's like, dog. Like, oversleeping when you have class. Ah, trust me. Bombas! This is so stupid. Please let us the man just kind of just assumes that was all in the story. I'm serious, brother. Dang, it's kind of real. Really? Just like that. Why really, dog? And still much to catch up. Dang, this is insane. Yo, no, Britta. Yo. What, seriously, dog? Yo. Seriously. But this is basically right from the opening, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Clean. Shit. Yo, this man just too bad, brother. Yeah. The trigrams. Seriously, Jin? Dang. Oh shit. Yo. Woo. Yo, God of High School, Jado, brother. Me not like. Well, as all of you can tell by the reaction section just a while ago, like I really, yeah, rate it. Really love like the atmosphere, the tone, just the charm, there's just something about it so far that's really drawn me in. It just seems, how should I put it? I don't know if this is a fair comparison, but if there are any Gundam fans out there, for those of you who have watched like the standard Gundam series and probably got into like Build Fighters, like the original Build Fighters, that kind of fun loving series that probably doesn't take itself too seriously, and it might not be the most complex thing, but the intention is just to have fun, and it does well at doing that. It accomplishes its goal. How well does it accomplish its intention? And I think this episode of God of High School has really accomplished its goal of like capturing a new audience, myself included, obviously. Now, to start off, honestly, the art in itself and just the aesthetic of it kind of stands on its own. In this kind of era where it seems like we're going to be getting more and more Korean-based series, more manhwas adapted to anime based on how like Tower of God has done, and now this is starting. Comparing these two Korean-based series like apples to apples, this one definitely stands on its own, stands way set and apart from Tower of God, obviously. Of course, you can see, the plot surrounds the whole all-styles martial arts tournament for students across the country, the God of High School. So that's fun. But one thing I did realize is that and I wonder if it's gonna be like a recurring thing with Korean series where you have this big objective for the series, and the persons who are in charge of like the setting where the journey to accomplish the objective is taking place grants them a wish or their heart's desire. I mean, it's a tournament, so I mean it's to be expected, but it's kind of like a recurrent thing. Climb the tower, achieve everything you'd want, power of God, whatever the key is, win the tournament, you get one wish granted, whatever. So it's just a kind of recurrent thing I noticed there. But trust me, like the art aesthetic stands out for itself. Animation, I had no problem with it at all, honestly. And considering it's the first episode, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be like much bigger set pieces, much more important episodes that they'll spend time animating. Well, granted, most of the season should have been done already and they're just pushing it out weekly. But yeah, like for what we got with this episode, definitely loved it. And then the characters, charm. They got charm, they're quirky, which I definitely love. It's hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, you can see, I mean, I haven't read the manhwa, obviously, but it seems like it's a series that's not going to take itself too seriously, but it'll have its serious moments when necessary. But Yo, like initial impressions got yo, we just rate it, we love it. So I would recommend this if you haven't started watching God of High School. There's only one episode out still, so but definitely check it out. Definitely recommend it. Whew, Jano. No, like I literally had fun watching this episode, and I think part of the reason why I had fun is like the episode doesn't take too long to actually get into the meat of the matter in terms of just showcasing the characters, putting them in some awkward situations, like the comedic aspects. Like it kind of puts forth this charm to get me invested in these characters and to see where they're going and to learn more about their backstory. So yo, like I don't know, like just initial impressions. Initial impressions. Yo, channel. Yo, but all over the place with this one. But yo, seriously, I had fun watching this episode. Of course, let me know what you thought about the first episode of God of High School. Yo. Just praise. The fighting so far has been great. Yo, sorry for being all over the place on this one, people, but that was a fun episode. That was a fun first episode, and I think that's one of the important things, or one of the crucial things I think is going to catch a lot of persons coming into this series. It's fun, and it's not bogged down with like anything too complex for the first episode. It doesn't take itself too seriously, so I think this episode is a total win. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you thought about this, whatever this is, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah.